There's something about endings that make me think about beginnings. As I pack up my office this week, I remember unpacking boxes from Miami and putting books on the shelves. It was 19 years ago, but that seems impossible to me. Seems like yesterday. My first sermon was September 9th, 2001. I was so excited to be beginning this new ministry. 2 days later, I was in the church office when Paul Nancaro called, asking if there was going to be a service that night. I said, "Well, no, Paul, it's Tuesday." He said, "Oh, you haven't heard." I called Steve Main and we pulled together a service for 6 p.m. that night. The church was more than packed. We prayed, we sang "O God, Our Help" in ages past, and we comforted each other. Now, 19 years later, I end my ministry during another crisis, the global pandemic. And it's my firm belief that just as we survived 9/11 and emerged stronger, the Piedmont Church will survive this crisis as well. What I'm most grateful for during my time here has been the great privilege of working with some incredible people to do God's work. So many dedicated lay leaders who volunteered endless hours. And what an honor to serve alongside a talented and committed church staff. Relationships I will always treasure. Don, Scott, Steve, Michael, Leslie, Jean, Tony, Nick, Jay, Dottie. You guys made it a pleasure to come to work, and we were truly a team. Because of these wonderful relationships, Maureen and I are staying put. We hope to relocate to a smaller home somewhere in the East Bay in hopes of continuing those relationships. In fact, years from now, when Maureen and I have been nestled into some assisted living retirement facility, I know we will pull out this book often, the Piedmont Church Photo Directory, and we will recall the faces and the names. Oh, look, there's Mitch Polzak. What fun we had playing guitar around the campfire at Lodestar. Bob and Diane Coleman, they were such great supporters of the church, and we became such great friends with them. In fact, we're trying to get them to move in down the hall from us. Jim Fleeser and Karen, it was that divorce he went through that brought us together as friends and brought lovely Karen into our lives. Michael Barber and Vicky, so glad the church had him to help during the pandemic. What a gift he was. Rich and Barbara Thompson, what warm and loving people. So glad we became friends. The Monis, the Browns, also great friends. Look, there's Scott Kale back when he had hair, and Steve Main back when his hair was black. Don looks the same. He's ageless. Oh, and wonderful Jean Leahy. She really held that place together. Can't believe I retired before her. She'll probably outlast the next minister. And so we will go through the book and remember the faces and the names. We will remember all of you. A life shared together. And Maureen and I will thank God for our remembrance of you. I know Piedmont Church will continue to be a shining light on the hill, spreading God's love and hope and goodness to those around it. As we face these challenging times, we see so many brave, caring people who are helping the sick and helping us all get through this. If we think back to 9/11, we remember all the men and women who, facing death in their final moments, called home. And not to express anger or fear or bitterness, but to simply say, "I love you. Take care of the children. Have a good life." In a moment of great clarity at the end of their lives, they called amidst confusion and noise and panic to give us their benediction, their blessing to carry on. And we should accept it, this new beginning. Love each other, take care of the children, have a good life, and give thanks to the Lord with our whole heart for his steadfast love and faithfulness. Amen.